Well, it's after lunch and there's no point waiting for a break in the rain because there is no break in the rain. Yeah, so I'm going to stay here under Lizu's back patio. Since it's Sunday, Lizu and Jabota are doing payroll at the moment. So I said, oh, how many are on the payroll this week? And I'm told 28. But, yeah, so apparently once that concrete is done there, the numbers will reduce again. Which is fine. I'm starting to think that this place might be the equivalent of 6 normal households here. There's a lot of money's been tipped into it. A lot of man hours. We started in November and it's now 12th of February. So not quite 3 months at this point. So yeah, we can see how much longer it goes. So we're getting a start to the concrete benches. I was actually aiming for this one across the end here to be 1 metre wide. It's going to be substantially heavier than the other one. The one over there will be 60 centimetres wide. This one will be 1 metre out this way. So that requires a little bit of adjustment. Our rendering of the end wall inside is underway. You can see this section here can be done because there won't be a bench there. It's morning walk around and it's the first time I've been out here in a few days because it's finally stopped raining. As you can see from the puddles, it has rained overnight, but it's stopped currently, and it's already a brighter day than yesterday. Yesterday it was so dull that I ended up running my genset for 4 hours to have enough power to get through the night. I had to charge up the batteries to, well, I got them up to about 68%. And that was enough to get through the night with conservative use, given that we can only go down to 20%. But there's my new door for the back door, so that's good. Still leaves us quite a bit of the square tubing, which is good also. So yeah, okay. Yeah, so anyway, yesterday I think the batteries on solar alone didn't even get to 30% charge. And we need, well, I was aiming for 70%, but I got it up to 68% before we shut down the generator after 4 hours. And this morning I think it got down to about 27% before the sun was generating a net positive input to the batteries. But yeah, now that I'm not getting rained on, I can go and have a little wander around. A couple of white roosters are playing King of the Hill. It's a bit funny. Yeah, the cats should be using it as a toilet, but they're not. They're crapping on the concrete on the south side of the house. So we're going to try other measures. The cat repellent sprays are completely ineffective. So I'm going to try ultrasonics next. East wall is being done on the outside. That's nice. Now let's see what else is getting done. I guess this wall's next. The back columns are well underway, and the fact they've got a string line up there, the south face of the rain gutter is about to be done.
Oh, look.
So the west wall of the building is nearing completion. Presumably they'll start on the water tank after that. So there is our tractor, but it's down at the moment with a bearing failure. So there's some repair going on. He's wetting down the wall there so they can do the necessary rendering on that. Just want to wet it down a bit so that the render sticks, I guess. Hopefully I'll get onto the toilet cubicle after that. And there's work going on to get the door the right size and shape for the steel door that was down at the rice factory. So work continues, and it really doesn't look like the tide is coming any further here, so maybe that's the current groundwater level, water table. It's still being used as a rubbish bin. Ezra told me we had a case of Matty Lampu at the rice factory here, which means electricity's off. Don't know why, because it's on at home. Maybe the bill hasn't been paid, I don't know. But anyway, courtesy of my friend John, I have a spare generator, which hadn't been started for a while, so it was hard to start it initially, but we brought that down and it's all good. They can maybe able to run their welder with this, I wouldn't swear to it. The welder is sufficient, so that's good. Well, sorry, the generator is sufficient for the welder and no overload. So that's a win. We've got to keep walking up the tiles, so now it's okay. It's down on the surface where it won't slide. I think I'll head back to the lounge room. I'm getting warm. Looks like Ezra's catching up on his sleep while they load gravel into the mixer. Well, I'm sure they overfill that. It's probably supposed to be run 2/3 full or something like that, because the nominal capacity is 0.35 cubic metres when you fill it with concrete. So, I don't know, I'll have to measure it up and do some sums sometime. I might unload it. Looking behind, I sort of think that there's inclement weather coming from the west again. Concreting in bare feet, that's pretty hardcore. Yeah, well, it'll continue. Oh, they got that bearing fixed up on the tractor earlier. And this is what they do. There's been no external source of water for this paddy. That's just what's rained on it. I showed you previously that it was pretty much largely dried out, so we've had a lot of rain lately. Presumably this is just to blend in the previous rice straw into the soil so it breaks down, provides some organic matter. Between the tractor and that board he's standing on, there is an implement in there which has sort of rotating blades. They're not powered, they're just passive, but they turn and mix things up. So he'll keep it up for a while. That looks like Dapper over there coming home from school. Oh, looks like this drain works. There's water that's come out of it. That's the one from the cargo. And here comes the forecast rain. Well, it got heavier in a hurry. And I'll make a quick run for that. We have the door for the southeast corner done. Looking good.
Very good.
Very good, yes. Thank you. No longer making land fruit, so generator is off, and I've got two wired angle grinders and one battery angle grinder operational. So we have concertina wire on all of the window grills by the look of it. Wasn't very necessary, but well, it's a bit challenging trying to get this smooth. I think we're just trying to do bulk levelling for now. And it also looks like the box behind the compact truck loader is being disassembled by the man with a pick. So we're now getting the nice finish on the door alcove. Well, I don't think I'll try and walk along the canal. I'll have to struggle to get around those bits of scaffolding there without falling in the water, knowing my luck. But yeah, I guess after this comes the south wall and or the south side of the rain channel, and its underside. A couple of columns down the far end that haven't been done too well, look at it. But yeah, it's getting there. Had a discussion with Azra earlier about where to put the solar powered street lamp I bought. I'd want that column at the, or post at the end of this fence to be about 2 metres higher to make it worthwhile. Or we could put it up near the end of that top sloping beam up there, pointing towards the east. And I think probably the best place to ensure that it gets solar cover and maximum usefulness was probably going to be at the end of that rain gutter. I think I see spots of rain again, so it's time to retreat to the horse. And this time they've got the single furrow plough attachment on the tractor, so they're cultivating. Well, I finished up at the rice factory for today. This is the afternoon walk around. Afternoon walk around. So there's my door with the lock put on the correct side. I've got the tarps down to protect the freshly laid concrete from the rain. And the compact track loader's parked in his new home for the first time. The east wall is done. So it started on the south wall. Well, I haven't extended this formwork out to be 1 metre wide yet. That will come. Still got a few of the south side columns to sort out, plus the rain gutter. and then onto the tank, hopefully. There she is. Yeah, well, it's morning. And it's rained much of the night again. And it's pretty dull. So I'm a bit concerned about whether we'll get charged up today on the batteries. We got charged up pretty well yesterday. I think we got up to something like 89% or something like that. So we were fine overnight. But at the moment we're still losing ground. I shut down my computer overnight, so we go down to about 700 watts consumption. There's fridges and stuff. But with my computer running, we're about 1.1, 1.2 kilowatts. And at the moment, the solar input's probably about 700 watts if I'm lucky. So the battery's still slightly going down, or slowly going down. Okay, there's something new. They're putting a latch on the inside. Yeah, okay. There's a bit of progress on the south side rendering up top. So the bench prep is continuing, and yes, that masonry bit was for putting the reinforcement holes into the wall. And they've taken 2 lines of them over here, so it's going to be a tough bench top. Similarly over here, and we're out to 1 metre wide now, which is good. So this wall where the electrical switch box is going to go is rendered at last. We're starting cleaning some of the stuff out of the toilet cubicle, so maybe we'll get a start on that soon. The west wall is pretty much done. It's good. Nice smooth finish. And the rice paddies are wetter than ever. So this bit beside the path down here that was, well, it wasn't dry, but it was mud that people were walking through. Now it's just a huge puddle. And I don't recall that greenery growing out of the path like that last time I looked. And in the mud of the it looks to me like there's a shoot of green in there too. So that gives you an idea of just how profligate growth is around here. There's green shoots coming up through that mud after a couple of days. It's 10 to 2. The stated charge is up to 63.7%, but it's gone a bit dull again, so we're on about 800 watts of solar input. And as you can see, it's bucketing down quite well. This is the new delivery of steel. This is the reinforcement for my benches in the workshop part of the shed. Well, on the video you've seen the framework to set up where the benches are going, and the fact there's going to be 2 layers of reinforcement within them. So there'll be rods sticking into the wall and sticking outwards from the wall, and then there'll be rods running the length of the bench. It's the after dinner walk around, and yes, we have concertina wire on all 5, only required on 2, and it kind of smells like they've given them the second coat of paint, which is good. And the doors are currently grey, presume that's undercoat, maybe they'll get a top coat later. One thing spotted on the evening walk was a snake. Of course, we don't know whether it's dangerous or not. Some in Indonesia are. Yeah, it's coming towards me, so I think I might back away. Well, the stated rendering on the south wall is expanded. And no, we haven't got up to the rain gutter yet. So they've framed up the reinforcement for the heavy object bench. So there's a column at each corner, which is connected into the floor and back through the brick walls at the end. That will be very strong. So I just said to Jabida that if there's an earthquake, we come and hide underneath this, because nothing's going to break that. Even though it's been pretty good. Of our rendering on the inside of the wall there, which is good. It's morning and it's fine and sunny and not raining for a change. So there's rendering going on way over there on the fence. There's rendering going on underneath the front rain gutter. No doubt there's rendering going on the south wall of the building. Our concrete there's been exposed now. Wonder how that will stand up to the machine driving on it. Yep, a couple of guys working on the south wall. Wonder why this bit hasn't been done. And I was discussing this bit with Azra yesterday, much as we can with our limited shared language. And there's going to be 90-degree angles put on both of those so that the valves can then be laid pointing in the direction of the south canal. There's no room for the valve in there otherwise. A bit of tidying up work going on in Danang's tank stand. I did go down to the rice factory earlier where they're doing the steel fabrication for the doors and windows. Currently applying another coat of paint to the windows by the look of it. I didn't go down there to take a video. I went down there to collect the safety shroud and handle for my angle grinder, which I have reclaimed. As, I'm tired of tool abuse. People don't take safety equipment off my tools without me reclaiming the tools now. Steel weaving and formwork underway for the benches, and chipping of extraneous bits off the floor. You may wonder why the floor in here always seems wet even though we've got a roof on the place. That's from the buckets of water they bring in to do various tasks. So the crew's a lot smaller than it used to be. So my wage bill will be a lot less. But yeah, this is getting long enough. It's time to do an upload, I think.